Hello students, this is Dr. McGrath Fair. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the course just to give you an idea of how to navigate things since this is an online course and you're going to be sort of on your own navigating all of this. I will be here to answer any questions that you may have, but I want to make sure that you have an idea of how to navigate the course as we get started this semester. And so what you're looking at is the home screen. This page gives you a little bit of a general overview of the course, how to get in touch with me, all of that stuff. So you can see this here. These are some resources that you might be kind of connecting to this semester. I will have individual links on module pages, but this gives you an overview so that you can come back here and get these resources as you need to. The next area that you want to take a look at is the syllabus area. This is going to give you a general overview of some of the policies and procedures, our course textbook, all of that kind of stuff. So you can see that here, general information about the different assignments that we have this semester. And then at the bottom, it has all of the Canvas dates for assignments. So you can see that there. Now I will have posted here, you don't see it at this point, but I will have posted up here a link that will take you to the full syllabus so that you can have that document. You can download it, keep it for yourself if you need to, but it will have the entire all of the information you need for the entire semester. And so that link will be here as well. So next, as you kind of work your way down on that left menu, you have your resource section, your module section, which starts off with student resources here. So you can see some of those there. I'm going to close that just so we can see everything else. Module 0 is getting started. So it gives you information if you've never worked with a Canvas course before. It is an open forum. If you have general questions that maybe other students may be able to answer, or I might be able to jump in and answer for you, so that it's public. It's questions that maybe might pertain to other students in the course, so you want to ask them there. Also, if you're another student in the course and you see that a classmate has asked a question that maybe has not been answered yet, you can jump in with an answer to help support them. It also has a practice quiz. Again, if you're not familiar with the Canvas platform, it gives you this quiz, an opportunity just to kind of check things out, see how you do, so that you know how to navigate quizzes before we get to our midterm and our final. Below that, you see all the modules for the semester. So there are 12 modules which correlate with the 12 weeks of the semester. So in module 1, you'll see that we have an introduction page. On each of the introduction pages, I'm going to click on this one for an example. For each of the introduction pages, it has learning objectives for that week. It has any videos or readings that I might have assigned for that week. It might also have some additional resources. So I have that classified as other resources that you don't necessarily have to take a look at. They might be articles, videos, podcasts, whatever. They're just things that help supplement that week's topic. And then finally at the bottom, I'll have a section of assignment or complete. Excuse me. Those will be assignments that are required for that week of the course. And you can hit next, which takes you to whatever is linked next in the module section, but I'm going to actually take you back to the module section right now. And so if you continue to go forward, it would take you to this next section, which has the PowerPoint. So I have attached all of the PowerPoints from the publisher of the textbook so that you can take a look at them. These do not replace reading the textbook chapters. They're just supplemental to that. And then it follows up with the assignments that are due for that week. So as you can see, module 1 for the first week of this course, we're going to have the discussion post 1, which is just a video introduction of yourself. And we're going to also have discussion post 2 due this week as well. And so what you want to do is make sure that you post your initial post by Thursday, and then your responses, 2 responses to peers by Sunday. And so that's going to happen each and every week. This week we happen to have 2 of those due. Those assignments have all of the information. So for example, if I click to discussion post 2, you will see all of the information that you need for that assignment. It gives you information on how to, post different types of media. And then it goes into the question for the week. On Thursday, the initial response is due, and then the responses to peers are due by Sunday. I will try to post announcements that will go out Thursday mornings to remind you, but you cannot count on these just in case that they are not posted. You need to make sure that you're paying attention and focusing on the fact that there's going to be an assignment due each week on Thursday and then other assignments due on Sunday. So those are going to be 2 key days of the week for this course. And then each discussion post kind of explains how I want you to respond to your peers as well. And so that has all of the information in there, and that is where you'll find it. So let me close these up so that we can move forward. As you go into module 2, again, it has that that initial page that's going to give you information. It tells you what to read. It gives you the PowerPoints, and then it's followed by the assignments for this semester. So again, take a look at module 2. It gives you the learning objectives, directions. So you want to read these. These are some other resources that you might possibly want to take a look at, and then it tells you what you need to complete for this week. There is one thing I'm going to highlight each of the assignments in their own videos, and so I'm not going to cover them here. But there's one thing for the first and second weeks of the semester, you're going to have the sex box submissions, and so over here on the left hand where you see your menu, you see the feedback box. You're going to click on that, and you can submit anonymous feedback. And so throughout the semester, those first 2 weeks, you're going to submit a question maybe that you have around the area of sexuality and gender that maybe you've been too embarrassed to ask about or uncertain about who to ask those questions to. So you want to post those in there. And then if you have maybe a sexual secret or a fantasy or something like that that you've never told someone, or maybe someone has told you that you've never shared with anyone else, you want to post those there as well. What we're going to do with those is we have some discussion questions later on in the semester that I'm going to include them in, because, you know, if you have those questions or you have those thoughts and fantasies, there's a really good chance that clients are going to also have them as well. And so we're going to be discussing them later in the semester. But also, you can really give any anonymous feedback in the feedback box. And so throughout the semester, if there's something that you're missing or you feel like you want to learn a little bit more about, gain some resources on, anything like that, the feedback box is the way to give me anonymous feedback, you know, directly right away. So you don't have to wait till the end of semester evaluations to give me that. And so it's a great use of the feedback box all through the semester. So I wanted to make sure that I highlighted that. So again, that's the module section. That's where you're going to go through all of the semester. You're going to see all of the assignments. They are all actually currently open with the exception of the midterm and final, which are only going to be open for the week that they're going to be completed. And then those discussion posts that we're going to focus on the sex box discussions, they're obviously not open because I don't have your feedback yet to include them. But all of your other assignments are posted here. And so you can take a look. Supplemental readings that are not found in your textbook are here. So for example, week 5, module 5, we're going to be taking a look at some ethical codes. And so I have them linked there because they're not in your textbook. Week 11 specifically is going to be a big week for, not week 11, week 10 right here. Sexuality and disability is not specifically covered by the textbook. And so I have some articles for you to read that week. They are covered there. And so everything you really need to find is going to be here in this module section. And so it's all laid out week to week. So that should help you. Your announcements you'll be getting in your email. So you want to make sure that anytime you get an announcement from this course, you're taking a look at it, because it might be a change in a due date or requirement or some kind of clarification of an assignment. So you want to make sure you're looking at those. But if you ever want to take a look at what has been announced so far, just check out that link. I went over the feedback box. Assignments takes you specifically to the assignments this semester, which are going to be on your syllabus. So you can get that an idea of what those are there. The discussion posts, the quizzes is where you're going to go for your 2 exams this semester, the midterm and the final. They will be listed in those modules. So if you take a look at module 12, we have these listed right now, but as soon as I publish the final exam, that's going to show up there as well. But you can also go to the quizzes section and find your 2, the midterm and the final. Again, once I post them, they are not posted yet because they are not due till later this semester. Grades is obviously where you find your feedback and your grades for the semester. We're not going to be doing any Zoom meetings, so you can skip that. But this is basically your Canvas site and where you're going to find everything. And so hopefully this overview was helpful for you. Take a look, make sure that when you're looking at your different assignments for the semester, you're going to find videos videos as well that help describe those assignments in a little bit more detail and give you feedback on how to complete them. So look out for those recordings throughout the Canvas course. And of course, if you have any questions, just make sure you send me a message. Thank you.